Hi everyone, welcome to day number 29 of our January Pilates challenge, and well done if you've stuck with me so far. Thank you so much. Now, a lot of you absolutely loved Jacob's animal Pilates session yesterday, and you might be interested to hear that he actually made me an exercise video in return. And if you head to my Facebook page, which is Shoreline Pilates, you can see the whole video and have a go at doing some superhero exercises yourself. So well done, Jacob. I think you're amazing. I loved your counting down with your fingers, 3, 2, 1, and everything, so please go and check him out. All right, so today Jacob's mum Lindsay has requested some exercises to help strengthen the pelvic floor. This is really important for everybody, and a lot of the exercises that we do today you might not necessarily associate with pelvic floor, but because of the way that our bodies are designed and how everything is interconnected, these are super strengthening. So another point I should make as well, it's not all about strengthening the pelvic floor. A lot of women in particular find that they're really, really super tight. So we need to learn to relax as well. So that's just one to bear in mind. We're not going to do any relaxation with it today, but I just want you to remember that as well as the strengthening, it's really important that you learn to release and relax. So let's come down onto the floor and set ourselves in our relaxation position. So setting yourself up with your head supported by your little cushion, knees and feet are hip distance apart. And you can feel the weight going down through the back of your head, the back of your rib cage, and the back of your pelvis. Let's just do a few little tucks to make sure that we're in a nice neutral position and your body is really well aligned. Shoulders coming away from your ears and hands lengthened down by your sides. We're going to start with something called a compass. So I'd just like you to take a few breaths in and out here. This is where we can get that release in. So you should feel that there's no gripping at all around your pelvis, no gripping into your hips around here. And that's a really nice way to relax. Another one is to place your feet together and your knees out to the side and just trying to learn to release here. Okay, so we're just going to start with that strengthening though today. So we're going into our compass. So I'd like you to imagine the sun is about to come up, by the way, and really go into my eyes. So hopefully it's not going to happen in the next 10 minutes. Spine is in neutral, our tummy button is north, our pubic bone is south, and our hips are east and west. And I'd like you to imagine that you have a little marble in your tummy button here. We're going to send that marble around every single point of that compass. But it's going to go from north to south first. Okay, so a really nice warming up exercise. So as we breathe out, we're going to imprint our spine, engage these toe muscles to help you imprint. You might feel that your pelvic floor is drawing up already. And then you inhale, you're going to arch away, so your spine just lifts up from the floor. You're just tucking your pelvis and rocking backwards and forwards on the sacrum. So the sacrum is that triangular bony piece at the base of your spine. So you're imprinting and arching away. Imprint and arch. Imprint here and arch away. So north to south. Lovely. So drawing that pelvic floor up as you imprint and maybe releasing a little bit as you arch away. Super. Let's come back somewhere halfway in between. And now we're going to send that marble from east to west. So we're going to roll that marble from east to west. So you just think about your pelvis going from side to side. Now try and ignore what your legs are doing, because when you start thinking about your legs, you get a little bit confused and complicated. So you go from east to west, and again, it might not feel like very much is going on through your pelvic floor, but because of the muscles that we use to initiate this movement, actually is working it. So going from left to right, east to west. Okay, one more time. And come back through to center. And now we're going to go into the full point of that compass. So we're going to rock that marble back, imprint your spine, and then start rolling it around. Center east, down to south, up to west, and up again to north. So rolling around. So you're rolling on the back of your sacrum. Rolling around nice and smoothly. Again, ignore what your legs are doing and just focus on this movement through the base of your spine. Keep your shoulders relaxed and just try and do one breath for each roll around. Great, let's go the other way now. So circling around the other way. This is really nice as well if you suffer from an achy lower back ever. Really lovely to get that movement in. Brilliant. And nice and soft. Let's go a couple more times to each direction. That's what I mean. A couple more times in each direction. And you might feel that after you've done a few, you're beginning to get really nice and smooth and warm like this. Well done. Okay, good. Bring yourself back through to center, and now we're going to get rid of our little cushion and place our hands behind our heads. I'm just going to switch around because the sun's on my eyes. So setting yourself up ready for a curl up. So knees and feet are hip distance apart. Elbows are pointing up towards the ceiling. You're in your neutral spine and pelvis. Knees and feet flat on the floor. Sorry, feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to breathe in. As you breathe out, keep your head heavy in your hands as you tuck your chin. And roll up. Feel these toe muscles coming in and down. So this internal corset is coming in and down rather than up and out, rolling up. Inhale and lengthen back down onto the floor. Let's go again. Breathing out to tuck and roll all the way up. Goes again between your knees. Inhale and down. Great. So keeping it small to start with, and as you get more comfortable, you can come a little bit further up. Just try and make sure that you're knitting those muscles down. Draw your pelvic floor as you curl up. Lengthen down. Good. And 3 more. Breathing out. And 2. And our final one here, breathing out, coming all the way up and coming back down onto the floor. Okay, so now we're going to turn this into something called an oblique curl up. So we're going to do a little twist to the side. So we're getting rotation through our spine and getting these oblique muscles that run across our waist, working again, pelvic floor exercise, even though it might not feel like it to start with. So we're going to roll all the way up, and then mid-spine level, we're just going to rotate the side back to center, and coming down. So breathing out, nod your chin up, rotate to the side, back to center, and come up, back down. So as you rotate, it's really important that you maintain the height of this curl up as you move. Breathing out, rotate, back to center, and down. Again, think about those core muscles coming in and down. Rotate to the side, back in and down. And you might start to feel it really quite deeply through your middle. And that's exactly what I want you to feel. Let's go one more time up to the other side, back down to the floor, and release here. Place your arms back down by your sides. Check your neutral spine and pelvis to go for our knee drops. So I like to place your hands on your hip bones now. Going to keep our hips completely still. And as we breathe out, just start rolling on the edge of one foot. So open your knee out to the side as far as you can without moving your hips. Then draw back in. So you're breathing out to open. Inhale, come back in. Keep these toe muscles coming in and down. So use your hands to give you a little bit of feedback about where you are in space. And hopefully you should be really feeling this deep within your lower abs, deep within that lower tummy. Hopefully you can see me okay because the sun's come out now, which is gorgeous. I'm not complaining. Just makes it a little bit more complicated to do this little video for you. So breathing out to open, shoulder relaxed, inhale to return. Breathing out, toe muscles coming in, drawing back in, and again out to the side, breathing out and in. Last one to each side, maintaining that neutral spine and pelvis. Final one, back through. Okay, so getting ready for our spine curl now. Still got neutral spine and pelvis. Arms lengthened down by your side, shoulders away from your ears. Neutral spine and pelvis. Knees are really stable and firm. We're not going to let them come out to the side or come in. We're going to tuck our tailbone underneath us. Engage your glutes. Engage your core one bone at a time. Float all the way up off the floor until you're just on your shoulder bones here, shoulder blades, pausing and then melting back down. One bone at a time, like a string of pearls, just being replaced back down onto the floor. Let's go again. Sucking all the way up. Floating up. Hips go nice and high. Pausing here. Lengthen back down onto the floor. And going again. Breathing out. Sucking. Engage your glutes. Floating up towards the ceiling. Pausing at the top. Lengthen down, and we have one more to go. Rolling back, and we're just going to pause at the top here, holding for a couple of seconds here. So you feel your glutes, feel your pelvic floor coming in, tummy muscles working. Pausing, lengthening back down, one bone at a time, passing through to neutral, rolling onto your side and pushing yourself up to a seated position, ready for our 2 final breaths. So arms out to the side, breathing in. As we breathe out, let's reach our hands up towards the floor, ceiling, ceiling, and press the airway. That went horribly wrong at the end. And one more time, reach your way towards the ceiling, reaching through your fingers, press the air away, and give yourself a nice clap. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back this weekend for our 2 final days. So hopefully see you then. Have a great rest of the day. Enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.